Alright dudes, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaearpg video. I am just about to record a summoning video, so I do have the homie Gacha Talks on the line. Gacha, if you want to say hola.
Hello everybody, it's great to be here.
Gacha, everyone go to his channel and sub to him because the poor man is suffering from COVID right now and he's still come on to do this video. Luckily I can't catch COVID through the microphone, so Gacha, happy to have you here, mate. I hope you are feeling a lot better because I know you've not been great lately. So everybody, send your love to Gacha. There you go, Gacha.
Appreciate it greatly.
There you go. So before I do the summoning before I do my summons, I wanted to go in and talk to you guys about something that I know you've been waiting to find out more about, and it is Puzzle. Now I did know a little bit about Puzzle. Gacha isn't quite as informed as me because he never asked, so I'm going to tell Gacha about it while I'm talking to you guys about it, and then I can get Gacha's raw feelings about what he thinks of this puzzle event. Okay, so basically, to sum it up, puzzle event isn't really a puzzle. It's basically 9 characters, and if you summon the characters, you will complete the space on the board. Okay, by completing the space on the board, you will get a reward. Like you can see just now, the only 2 they're showing you is Jim Fuka and Raspberry. For Raspberry, you'll get a 4-star Prinny. For Jim Fuka, you'll get a 4-star ticket summon. If you summon all of those characters, you will get a free Awakened Rosalind who starts at level 2000. Okay, this event runs for 32 days. Before I tell you what I think, Gacha, what do you think?
It's all right. I mean, it's nothing. I don't know how to. I don't think I could. I mean, obviously, this is for the more for the player that spends a bit more money, right? I think it doesn't hurt anybody, right? I don't know. I feel real. I don't know. I'm kind of like conflicted on it because for one, it's not really hurting anyone, but 2, it's like it's basically just promoting to spend more money. I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen this like in a gacha game before, so that's why I'm kind of like confused on it. If all the years that I played gachas, and I'm sure for you too, man. There's not many games that do this, right? Like, have you ever played a game that's done this before?
No, but
it's like a first time ever type. It's nice. Like, I'll be honest. Like, if they did this in Dokkan, it would be insane, right?
Oh yeah. That's a different community.
But in Dokkan, it's easier to get characters because you have red coins and they come back a million times, and they have discounts and tickets and this and that. Sky doesn't really have that.
Yep.
And they also don't have sales.
Well, that's true.
Like,
see, if you said something a minute ago, and I actually wholeheartedly disagree. And it's maybe once I explain my way of thinking, maybe you will come in line with me. You said that you feel like this is an event that's only suited to people who spend, okay? Which, to a certain extent, I would agree with, right? However, it's not really. And the reason I say that is because, right, okay, let's just say people label this as a whale event, right? So using conservative estimations, you can pretty much guess that if the top 2 lines are Fuka and Raspberry, okay, we know that Kildea's banner's coming out, so I wouldn't be shocked to find out that Kildea is going to go in that slot at the top, okay? Then I'm going to assume that the line below that is going to be whatever rerun banner they put up next, and the line below that will be whatever platinum summons they put up next, okay? I think that's just me using a sort of a logical application here to figure out how this is going to work, okay? Now, you said you think it's mainly for people that spend, and you know what? The fact you have to summon all those characters or have them in your box, okay, just to be clear guys, you don't actually have to pull these characters during the event. If you've got them in your box, it will unlock this event, okay? But here's the thing, people who spend money, why do they want an Awakened Rosalind that's level 2000? They probably already already have an Awakened Rosalind who they've leveled past level 2000. They've probably fed their any prinnies into them, and if they haven't, this Awakened Rosalind is going to simply be an any prinny. That's all she's going to be. The fact that she's level 2000 is just a waste because if you are the type of person who's going to go ahead and summon 9 characters to unlock a reward, you've probably already went ham on badass banners, and you more than likely already have Awakened Rosalind. So I'm very much of, I don't think it's fair to criticise a company for encouraging people to summon, for giving them an additional reward if they do summon. Because remember, even if you don't get Awakened Rosalind, on each single item you're going to get a new reward, okay? I don't think that they can be criticised for that, because at the end of the day, they're a business. They're a business that needs to make money. If they don't make money, the game can't keep going. People worry about player numbers, etc. Player numbers aren't as important as having some players that actually spend money. So they need to kind of encourage that and reward that. So I don't knock them for that at all. It's just the rewards don't make much sense to me, because people like, even you, Gacha, you're not a whale, but you do summon a fair bit. You've got to the point now where you don't care about 4-star tickets. I mean, you just don't care about them. They just sit there, and eventually, if you really have nothing to do and you want to make a video, I suppose you'll use them, but you're pretty much just using them just for the hell of it, because you don't really want the characters, do you?
No, yeah.
So my main issue with this is more, the rewards don't really line up with who I think they're targeting for it. So to me, I think the idea of the event is fine. I think the execution of it is poor, because we already know that these other boxes that you can't see right now are going to be characters. I can't say for sure, but I think I know who they're going to be. Not all of them, but I know who most of them are going to be. The problem is, like I say, if you're someone who completes this board, why do you want an Awakened Rosalind that's level 2000? It just, if that was like an advanced copy of Fuka, who comes out next month, I can see the appeal of that.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It is a unit that you probably already have. She's come back twice already too, so like most people probably have her if they really want to go for it.
Well, Gacha, it's even worse than that, to be honest, because one of these boxes has to be Kildare. Okay, one of them has to be, because it's clearly working on the basis of when a new banner drops, the box is going to become live. If you've got the character, you'll complete it. If not, you need to summon to get the character. So potentially you have to summon to get Kildare. Who do you have a very good chance of getting while you're trying to summon for Kildare? Awakened Rosalind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they've essentially structured it in a way that you're going to end up summoning to try and get a character who you'll end up getting on the way to getting the character, and it means the free character you get is actually going to be worthless to you. I don't know. I think it's an okay idea. I don't think it's a great execution, and I just feel that, knowing our player base, and this is not a slight against any of you guys, a lot of people just instantly jump to the bulk trend on money grabbers, and I just think that this as a whole is probably not going to go down so well with the community. What do you think of that?
A lot of people might see it the same way that you mentioned it, so I don't know how a lot of people are going to react to it, to be honest. I feel like it's going to be a mixed bag. Some people are just not going to care, right? A lot of people are just going to look at this and be like, well, I'm not summoning on all these banners. I already have Awakened Rise. It doesn't bother me. There's going to be some people that are going to be kind of upset by the fact that, we typically skip a lot of banners, and like by skipping banners, you don't get to, complete this puzzle and get this. But the best point that I think you brought up, if they did this, right, for a unit that's not out already, it would be freaking nuts.
Yep.
Now that would be insanity.
Oh yeah.
If they were like, okay, we're gonna put Fuka. I think that's one that you mentioned.
Yep.
We're gonna put Fuka on there first, and Fuka's really good.
Oh yeah.
And if they would have done that, I feel like people would have actually been more upset.
The thing is as well, Gacha, is a lot of people will probably say, well, how can they give you Fuka if Fuka's not out yet? I don't think they actually have to give you the character right away either. Basically, if you completed this, they could simply say, you've unlocked a free copy of Fuka. When Fuka launches, you'll get a copy in your inbox for free. Something like that, do you know what I mean? Time this event to end when Fuka's badass banner drops. That way, when the time's up, you would get your copy of the new unit. into your inbox. So you wouldn't get it early, because I could see that being a bit of an issue for people if someone got an early copy of the game, because basically that would say if you're a whale, you could basically buy that game copy early. So the unlock reward would be achieved, but you wouldn't get it until the end of the 32-day term, which does seem like a long time. But if that is going to be when Fuka launches, for example, she'll be live in game, you'll get a copy that you can claim in your inbox. Just something like that. I just feel like it's a little bit more rewarding than a character that you likely already have, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, like you mentioned right there, you know, for example, you don't get this Awakened Rosalind until, look, all the amount of banners are going to have to come out before you could even get that one Awakened. So, like, if they would have done that for a new unit, it would have not been an issue at all.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as well, is obviously they don't want to spoil what's coming up. So that's why these boxes are still greyed out. But a lot of these boxes, as soon as they add them to the game, guys, like Kildare, which I think is going to go here, if you have him, immediately as soon as his banner goes live, this is going to check off so that you've got him. The middle row, whatever that might be, probably a returning banner. The bottom row, maybe it's going to be the Asagis. I doubt it. I do doubt it, but maybe it will be. Who knows, but that's possibly what we're looking at here. So overall, Gacha, if you had to give this a yay or a nay, a yes or a no, what do you think of the new puzzle feature? Is it a yes with tweaks? Is it a no, it's shit? What do you think?
Yes, with tweaks. If they tweak it up a bit, I think this is a cool thing.
Yeah.
But definitely need some tweaks for this to be a bit like more rewarding and exciting.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, I think you know, like I mentioned earlier, if Dokkan or Grand Cross or any of these games did this, the community will love it instantly. Like, this is a banger.
Yeah.
It's just, they just gotta tweak this up a bit. You know, it doesn't hurt anybody really at the end of the day. It's really not. But yeah, they could definitely make it a little bit better, in my opinion. But yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, you know, it's alright.
Well, here's the last thing I'm going to say. Guys, you don't know this because I wasn't allowed to talk about it. I knew about this yesterday, and Gacha's not really spoiling much here, but I told him about this yesterday, so he knew as well. But I actually did go to the devs and I've made a suggestion to them. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, this is only for people who summon on banners, etc. I've suggested that they implement 2 of these and maybe have one that's like starter units, so your Laharos, your Valvatores, your Raspberries, characters that you probably have summoned a lot along the way. Yes, the top reward probably won't be as great, but if free players could still take part in something like this alongside people who are trying to obviously summon for the more premium version, I think having a 2-tier system would be quite a good thing that they could add into the game as well, because obviously, like Gatcha's touched on, a lot of people do save, a lot of people skip and they don't summon, but if you had things like Raspberry, Valvatores, Killer, stuff like that popped off these little rewards, I think that would make a lot of people quite happy. What do you think of that for a compromise, Gacha? If they stuck another one alongside this, it was more free to play.
Yeah, I would like that.
So I've said it publicly, guys. So go and tell Bolt Trend that's what you want.
Yeah, you know what you could, like, they could even do 2 of these, right? Like, one that's more targeted for, you know, the audience that summons a bit more, and then like do another one that's like that free to play one.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Do 2.
Yeah, no, I like that. I don't know, I'm just, you know,
Gatcha's COVID brain's just kicking in just now. He's still catching up with the world, people. But anyway, we're now going to go off to do my summons, and I make Gacha sick while he watches me pulling both the 2 new gym members. Guys, that summon video will probably be out in a couple of hours' time. I don't want to stack too many videos at the one time. So come back in a bit. Gacha will still be here, and I'll be summoning for the gym girls. So for me, for this video, I'm going to go. Gacha, I appreciate you being here. There's no much point in you saying cheerio, because you're going to be saying hello again in a minute. So we'll leave it now, guys. Peace, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.